We got Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, sparring Jake Paul. You know, a lot of people want to be hypocrites. There's a yin and a yang to this. You know, we got to keep it how y'all be wanting to keep it sometimes, you know, the casuals. But I got to agree with certain things right here, right? You know, these black fighters, you know, we got Boots, you know, sparring Canelo Alvarez. Some people dislike that, and I'm sure some people going to dislike the fact of Shakur Stevenson sparring, you know, Jake Paul. You know, it could go both ways, though. At the end of the day, one of the way you got to look at it. You understand? Since a lot of people like to say this about the bag, you know, these are two, you know, heavy pocketed dudes, you know, Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul. Now, I'm sure Boots got paid some bread, you know, some decent bread to come spar. I'm sure Shakur Stevenson got some decent bread, you know, to come spar. So, you know, when y'all want to talk about the bag, I'm sure they ain't going over there, you know what I'm saying, for free. But if they are, that's why we got to come to it like this too. Because at the same time, you know, it could be a little hate. You can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It could be some going on, you know what I'm saying, to the point where they want somebody to fall. You know, you going to spar Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying, switch stances. You know, a lot of people don't understand boxing is deeper than that, and why Crawford is on other levels. You think because he switched stances too, that he could actually show Canelo what to do against Crawford, but you know, it don't work like that. Got the bag, you know what I'm saying? And it also could look like, you know, Jaron wanted the king to fall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go on, take him out the way. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you get him out the way. It look like some hate like that. And it's the same way when it goes to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Shakur fan. I'm all fighters fan. I just tell the truth. But, you know, yeah, Shakur over there, yeah, it could be he want the king of 135 to fall. I say the king of 135. I didn't say no face of boxing or nothing like that. Let's get that understood, all right? I didn't say that. You know, but he could want the king to possibly fall, you know. So, you know, it go both ways. They get in the bag and they get their nemesis out their way. You know what I'm saying? Or their nemesis get to fall and they could get to that number one spot. So, you know, it's a yin and yang to it, in my opinion. That's what the comment section for. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, and also if they went over there for free, then you know it's some I just wanted the king to fall situation, because you shouldn't be, ain't no way Canelo finna call me, you know, it ain't about black, white, nothing like that, but you call me to go against Terence Crawford and you ain't paying that bag, or you, Jake Paul called me and you want me to go against Tank and you ain't paying that bag, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about a little bit of money either. Y'all got that bread. Y'all got to come on with it. You know what I'm saying? But